guys, Nalabyte here, and welcome back to Elder Scrolls Online Part 2. Now the only thing I've done since the last video is I have made our character's appearance. I ran to Vivek, as you can tell from my current journal entry. Let's just fix that. That's all I did on her. I gave her a little makeover. She is now our fully badass necromancer. This is the staff I end up going with for her, so now we are going to get back on track and we're going to fast travel Solitude Docks. Sorry about that. My headphones apparently decided to almost come out and my music started playing.
There's no time. Take this. Keep it safe.
Wait, what are you giving me?
Information. The Ice Reach Coven. At work in the west. Just need more proof. Go! They're coming!
Well, what a coinkydink! That's what I came here for. Who's coming? The one who attacked you?
Don't trust them. Only Lyris. She's...
Hold on!
You there! What did that fugitive tell you? Who are you? Another spy? What did this lying Easterner say to you?
I was just going about my business when I saw that he was injured.
Assisting a fugitive is a crime in Hafingar Hold. Unless you want to find out how we deal with traitors and spies, tell me what he said to you.
And since we're going evil on this one, he said something about the Ice Reach Coven at work in the west. Do you know what that means?
Ice Reach Coven? Ridiculous. The only threat to the west are those damn spies from Eastern Skyrim, conspiring against our king. Forget whatever nonsense this skeever told you and be on your way. You hear more talk like his, report it to the guard.
I also came here to warn you about the Ice Reach Coven. They're definitely at work in the area.
Don't start spreading rumors about Reach witches. You go panicking the good folk of Solitude and I'll toss you in a cell. And how is it you know so much about this witch work?
I was abducted by the Coven, but I escaped after learning their plan.
And my grandfather killed 12 giants with his bare hands. But at least he had the good grace to string a few of their teeth around his neck before he made the claim. Got any proof? Or do you want to reconsider making a false report, eh?
All I have is my word. Good thing to live by.
The word of an outsider isn't worth mammoth spit. Keep sticking your nose where it doesn't belong and you'll wind up just like him. Mind your own business, or you'll find that Solitude doesn't take kindly to instigators and strangers.
Goodbye!
Go on. Just remember, I'll be keeping an eye on you.
Ooh, you bled a lot. Scrap of paper with hurried writing scrawled in a shaky hand sits atop the pile. Brondel? The guards came asking about you. They were rattling their scabbards at anyone they could find. I'm scared. I hid your horse in the woods. I'll wait in the barn by the stables outside the city, but only for one more day. An official-looking form with an annotation. Declaration of Customs, Port of Departure. Cargo offloaded, 3 barrels oasis water, 4 crates. Scaven housewares. Saw crew member. Compartments. Left a surprise for you. Follow the directions. Where stone stands south of the lonely docks in the shadow of their shelter where the living tree keeps watch. I do believe we have a mystery on our hands. Yeah! You didn't go forward! Stupid horse. Don't mind me. Again, don't mind me. I'm just running a horse through your, work area. it off. Meet Bryn. Contact. Follow the cryptic directions. We're gonna go to this one real quick. Oh, this is gonna hurt! Oh, I knew that was gonna hurt. That hurt a lot. I forget, I'm not on my big beefy main. Level 30, quote unquote beefy. Level 50 is the level cap in this one, but they have champion points, so technically you get stronger. Don't attack me! Okay. Now we go back and find his contact. Whee! Ah, the life of an adventurer. Oh, are you in the house? Okay, well my horse just threw me off.
Stay back! I'll do it! I'll stab you!
Don't you stab
I
me.
mean it! One step closer, and I'll stick you like a hawker!
I'm not here to hurt you. I need to talk to you about Brunhold.
I don't know any Brundold. That is
Brunhold.
what I told the guards, and that is what I'm telling you. I don't want any more trouble. You make me stab you, and it's my word against yours.
Brundold's dead. He left me with a handful of papers and a lot of questions.
Dead? Stone's mercy. And I'm next, aren't I? I promise. I don't know anything. I won't make any trouble. I'll disappear. I don't even like it here. You'll never see me again.
I didn't kill Brunhold. Just tell me what this is all about.
He did not tell me a lot. Said he was tracking some bad people. Asked me to keep an eye out for any unusual comings and goings. He'd come by now and then with a sweet roll and a few coins for my trouble. He was nice.
And did you see anything out of the ordinary?
The last time we spoke, it was about the men with the job postings. A pair of wolves in sheep's clothing. Trying to blend in, but still off around the edges. Same with their horses. Sheared mountain mares. Come from the Reach, I wager.
Job postings?
Flyers. They were hanging them at the inn around the city. Something about a lucrative opportunity in the Druidek Mountains. I really did not pay them a lot of attention. I was more interested in the men distributing them.
So what are you going to do now?
Take Brondol's horse and run before someone less friendly comes to find me. Bron was going to take me back east after he finished here. I want to live where strangers are welcomed with a smile instead of a scowl. I hear Wilhelm is like that.
Are the people here that suspicious of strangers?
We're stuck between the despot of Markarth and the Scold King of the East. Both sniff around like wolves, waiting for a moment of weakness to strike. Not a day goes by without the threat of war. It is exhausting living this way.
You think those men were trying to hide where they came from?
They'd be wise to. The only time Reachmen and Nords meet is to kill each other. I always heard they were raiders and barbarians. No interest in honest labor, or writing for that matter. Not the sort to post job notices.
What do you think they really want?
Who knows? Maybe they really do need laborers. Can't imagine Reachmen would hire Nords, so. It doesn't make a lot of sense.
Tell me about the Reach.
A wild land full of wild folk, located south and west of here. It's changed hands between Reachmen and the Nords more times than I can count. But they control the territory now. Seeing Reachman wandering the streets of Solitude, it makes me nervous.
Why does that make you nervous?
You'd feel the same if you knew the tales of the fall of Markarth. What the Witchmen do to folks they capture. Better to slice your own throat than let those barbarians take you alive. If they raid our hold, just run and don't look back.
Goodbye. Okay, now I have to find Lyris. She is actually part of the main quest, too. Are we doing main quest? No, we're in Western. I'm sorry I'm not very talkative. I'm sorry there's a lot of empty spots. Or quiet times, I guess. I'm just so used to not doing these yet. It's a weird way of saying I'm not used to doing these yet.
I don't know what it's like over on Yoren's lands, but here, you'll find no alliance-seeking milk drinkers among us.
Okay. Yeah. But I'm still getting used to recording again. Level 4. What was that? No. Where am I going? Why am I doing that? Yeah. Die, Badger. I was supposed to go the other way, wasn't I? Dadgummit. We'll get this figured out yet. Am I able to get up anywhere? Here we go. Maybe? There it is. There it is! I knew we'd find it eventually. I never had a doubt. Not a one. Okay, let's go talk to Lyris. We're gonna go see the Solitude Way Shrine first. I like to have the shrines activated. That's better. Now then. Oh, dearest. I know this isn't it, but.
Yeah. What do you want?
None your business. Lyris.
I'm accustomed to stairs, but I reached my threshold for gawkers a long time ago. Move along. I'm waiting for someone.
Brundled isn't coming. He's dead.
He's what? Damn it. Queen Gerhild will be here at any moment. Look, Her Highness is expecting to talk to me and my contact. I need you to pretend to be that contact, or this will go very badly.
What's this all about?
We can exchange intimate details of our lives later. Right now, just know that the safety of all of Skyrim, maybe even all of Tamriel, depends on how this meeting goes. So follow my lead and be on your best behavior with Her Highness.
Follow your lead with what?
Lyris Titanborn. Your reputation is known even here in the West. Is this one of your famed companions?
She's half giant, by the way.
No, But I assure you, my partner is one of the Skald King's best. Go introduce yourself, partner.
Yes, yes I am.
I am
Hello.
Gerhild, Queen of Skyrim. Allow me to welcome you on behalf of our kingdom, our city, and our hold. Who might you be?
Varacia Belmira, your majesty.
The letter that preceded your arrival said an attempt was made on the Skald King's life. It indicated that High King Svargrim would be next. My husband took that as an accusation and a threat. He will not meet with you, but I will hear you out.
I have witnessed some concerning things since I arrived here, your majesty.
Have you anything that would persuade my husband? It will take some substantial evidence to convince High King Svargrim to heed the words of the hated Yoren, the Skald King.
I encountered a coven of Reach witches operating in your kingdom.
Trouble from the Reach is as common as snow in winter. That will not be enough for Svargrim to accept the help of outsiders. His hatred of Yoren runs deep. I will speak on your behalf, but you and Lyris must bring me proof my husband cannot ignore.
We'll find that proof, your majesty.
Thank you for alerting me to this situation. I am eager to see what else you uncover. I will do what I can, but be as discreet as possible. If you run afoul of my husband, he won't hesitate to return you to Yoren, and not necessarily in one piece.
Why is there bad blood between High King Svargrim and Yoren the Skald King?
Eastern and Western Skyrim have been at odds since the kingdom was divided. Yoren's ambitions for the Ruby Throne, however, have created a new level of tension. Forming alliances and raising armies for conquest. Should we not be wary of such a man?
Svargrim thinks Yoren wants to take over his kingdom?
Frankly, yes. He believes Yoren hasn't marched here with an army as yet, because the Western holds are firmly united against Pact rule. My husband is certain Yoren plots to erode those allegiances. He will not easily earn the High King's trust.
What sort of proof will persuade High King Svargrim to listen?
You must convince my husband that a threat greater than Yoren exists. Further, this threat must directly imperil the High King. Find proof of this, and I will assist you how I can. Helping to keep our hold safe will also allay his concerns.
What we found so far isn't enough?
It's enough for me to believe your intentions are sincere. Learn more about these suspicious activities you mentioned, then bring it to me. If this threat is as dangerous as Yoren claims, prove it, and I will make my husband listen to reason.
A soldier accused me of being a spy. Are your people always so suspicious?
My deepest apologies. Between the Reach to our south and the Ebonheart Pact to the east, our soldiers have come to see all outsiders as a potential threat. I will look into this. Vigilance cannot be allowed to become a bludgeon.
Goodbye.
You handled that better than I expected. Now what in Mara's name happened to Brondald?
He was fleeing pursuit and gave me a bundle of papers before he died.
Damn. Lucky thing he found you. Brondald was supposed to get the lay of the land before I got here. Without his information, my work for Yoren the Skald King could be over before it begins. What did he give you? Hand it over.
Here's everything I found.
Smugglers and Reachmen up to illicit business. Nothing unusual there, but Brondald thought it could be connected to the Coven. I'm short a good investigator, and you stepped into the role easily enough. Can I count on you to help me with this?
Sure, I'm a stranger, but what do you need me to do?
Brondald mentioned some locals we should have a talk with. A snitch named Grega who likes to gamble in back alleys, and an orc named Mog who frequents the Lonely Troll Inn. Let's find them and see what they can tell us.
Can you explain what all this is about?
Succinctly? No, but I'll try. The Icereach Coven recently attacked the Skald King. We learned they're planning something in western Skyrim as well, so Yoren sent me to warn them. Beyond that, we have the leads Brondald found, and that's about it.
I ran into the Coven. I overheard them plotting something about destructive storms and a harvest.
I had a run-in with the Coven too. First at their stronghold in the Sea of Ghosts, then in Eastmarch. They tried to... well, let's say they had plans of an unkind nature regarding the Skald King. I stopped them, then came here to warn Svargrim.
Why did Yoran send you to help Svargrim? They obviously have a bad history.
While it's true that Svargrim and Yoren don't get along, the Skald King doesn't want something terrible to befall Western Skyrim. That would be bad for the East as well as the West. Besides, Yoren was hoping for an opportunity to improve relations.
Who are you again?
Lyris Titanborn. I was one of Emperor Varen's 5 companions. Currently, I serve Yoren the Skald King. Skyrim's my home, and I'll do whatever's necessary to protect it. Whoever's behind these threats will regret it, as soon as we identify them.
She's also half giant. About to say dwarf. Half giant. The queen recognized you.
This axe and I have been all over Tamriel, to oblivion and back on more than one occasion for that matter. I've earned my reputation. Yoren hoped my fame might persuade Svargrim to grant me an audience, but it seems to be working against me.
What makes you say that?
Most of the tales of my exploits involve the liberal application of the blade of my axe. Svargrim must think Yoren sent me here to strong-arm him into joining the Pact. He's wrong, but I'd probably jump to the same conclusion.
How do we know the smugglers and the Reachmen are even connected?
We don't, but it's all we've got. Even if they aren't connected to the Ice Reach Coven, taking care of a few of Svargrim's problems might earn us some goodwill. Now, let's go check out the back alleys and the Lonely Troll Inn.
Goodbye! Sorry about that, guys. I had to go grab a bite to eat. I was getting hungry. So now we'll go ahead and finish this one. And Gathering Storm, search the back alleys, go to the Lonely Troll. Let's see.
I'm not the first Nord from the East to receive a chilly reception at the Blue Palace. Doubt I'll be the last. The Bard's College. Hard to imagine the Skald King spent his youth studying verse in this stodgy old kingdom.
I can't get over. Haha!
Greetings.
Hey, don't step on the dice. There a reason you're interrupting our game, Porkface?
Brondold said you might know something about the smuggled goods from Sentinel.
Don't know any Brondold. Don't know you. Either way, I got nothing to tell you. Get lost. I'm on a winning streak.
If you won't talk to me, you can talk to my large friend with the axe.
My friend asked nicely. Talk, or the next thing to roll will be your heads.
Kasala! She handles all the smuggling in Solitude. Her warehouse is on the docks.
That wasn't so hard. Come on, partner. We're done here.
Oh, and this is another quest. We'll go ahead and start it.
Listen closely, you insufferable clod. I need you to find my notes and... wait. You're not Borfrey. I can tell from the lack of heavy breathing and sniffles. Who are you?
I am Varasha Bermira. Are you stuck in a bottle?
Stuck in the bottle? No. This is a devious and very stubborn illusion. One that you now have the privilege of breaking. I was conducting some research, you see, and inadvertently triggered this spell. Luckily, I know how to reverse it.
How do you reverse this spell?
It's quite simple. I recorded the locations of 3 verses of a powerful incantation in my journal on the off chance something like this occurred. Acquire the verses, come back and dispel this illusion. I'll make it worth your while. I promise.
Alright, I'll find this incantation and dispel the illusion.
My assistant Borfrey has my journal. Find it, read my notes, and acquire the incantation. Also tell him to come get me. Someone nearly took a swig of me. Though I suppose introductions are in order. I am Narcissus Dren, famed historian, etc.
How exactly did you wind up like this?
Oh, does it really matter? Every historian worth his salt winds up trapped in an illusion at some point. Very common, and thus not worthy of discussion or commitment to record. I will say, though, as magical traps go, Maelmoth's wards are top tier.
Magical traps?
Indeed. I acquired a powerful scroll from the Mages Guild. I thought it might direct me to a legendary illusionist's secret sanctum. Unfortunately, reading it led me to this dismal state.
That sounds pretty suspicious. Did you steal this scroll?
Steal? We're adventurers, aren't we? What you call stealing, I call daring investigation. Melmoth's works contain a wealth of secrets. If we don't pursue them, some other historian will. I, for one, have no interest in sharing the glory with,
Go on. You have no interest in sharing the glory with who?
Why, with anyone other than you, of course.
Uh-huh.
You really thought I meant to exclude you? Oh, you wound me.
Tell me about this incantation. Somebody hid the verses?
Yes, the mage Melmoth hid them all over Solitude, etched in wood, tucked under cobblestones, and so on. Just another one of his insufferable games. In retrospect, I probably should have gathered the verses before, all this.
Who is Melmoth anyway?
Was. Who was he? Past tense. Melmoth was one of Skyrim's most gifted illusionists. A contemporary of the great Shalador, if you can believe it. Of course, he's been dead for hundreds of years now. I'd say his claim to secrecy died long ago.
So he kept a lot of secrets.
Ah, countless secrets. He was a master illusionist, after all. Unfortunately, illusionists always cloak their discoveries in puzzles and traps. Insufferable, if you ask me. No matter. I never shrink from a challenge of the mind.
If this is just an illusion, why can't you move?
Oh, illusion magic extends far beyond simple parlor tricks and mirages. Skilled practitioners exert power over the mind itself. Intellectually, I know I am not a bottle. But the spell fooled some primitive aspect of my psyche into believing I am.
So you can't move because you believe bottles can't move on their own?
Precisely. The spell turned my knowledge of the natural sciences against me. Crafty, yes? A lesser intellect might have evaded the trap entirely. How's that for irony?
Goodbye. We'll do that quest later. We're gonna finish up this one.
The alternative is a lot worse.
Oh, pardon me. My allergies are kicking ass today.
You must be Mog. I have questions.
Questions? Happy to oblige. Buy a few rounds and let's chat.
You're going to answer me, Orc, or...
Hey! Nobody intimidates my friends.
Princess Svana.
Who gave you the right to walk in here and bully my friend? Did my father send you?
Why would your father send someone to bully Mog? Mog.
Because he doesn't like Mog. But I like Mog. Mog doesn't care that I'm a princess, and it doesn't matter to me that Mog's a scoundrel. If my father didn't send you, why are you threatening my friend?
We wanted to ask if he saw the people putting up the job postings.
Smelly bastards. Cheap, too. Wouldn't buy us a drink. They hung their flyers and left without saying a word. Then, a different smelly bastard showed up to sign on workers. He was a charmer, though.
You remember anything else about this charmer?
His breeches fit well. And he was handsome. Not a Nord. Breton, maybe? I didn't really listen to what he was saying. A half-dozen workers left with him. Off to the Drudok Mountains or someplace. He hasn't been back since.
Thank you, Your Highness.
Let's talk outside, partner. So we've got a mysterious Breton possibly working with Reachmen, recruiting workers for some unknown purpose. Plus, there's a smuggler hiding unknown contraband in a warehouse down by the docks. I say we deal with the smuggler first.
Why the smuggler?
We know where to find her, and we more or less know what she's up to. And if the two are connected, maybe the smuggler can help us narrow our search for the Breton. Ready to visit Casella's warehouse?
I'm ready to go to the smuggler's warehouse. Enter Casella's warehouse. Here we go. I think this is as far as I've gotten in this particular quest line. My main one didn't even do very much of this one. I think this is the farthest I've done, even on my main. So this ought to be fun. Parkour! Parkour! I love that you can cheese the fall damage just by hitting something on your way down.
That's Kasala's warehouse. Only one sentry.
Private property.
Let's try not
Get
to cause a
lost.
scene.
Wait. A half-giant? Is that Lyris Titanborn?
You know Lyris?
Blood and Blade. Everyone knows Lyris Titanborn. What a woman. She's even larger than I imagined. No wonder she fought Swordmaster Sai Sahan to a draw. Wait, is he here too?
No, just us. We need to see Kasala.
Until Kasala returns, I'd be happy to keep fair Lyris company in her stead.
Perhaps we could wait inside?
Alas, Kasala doesn't allow visitors when she isn't here to conduct business. But we can wait out here. Do you think Lyris would autograph my ancestral scabbard? It would mean so much to my son. When I have one. Do you know if Lyris is betrothed?
I'm not sure, but if you get your scabbard, she'd be happy to autograph it.
Oh, thank you, thank you! You don't know how much this means to me.
I don't know what you said to him, but this is our chance. Try the lock. See what's in those marked crates. I'll watch the door.
Ancient urn. Ashen bones. Breach ritual fetish.
I knew whoever was going through our shipments would return. Brought muscle this time, I see.
More than you. Care to try me?
I'll pass. I just want to know who's been meddling in my business.
Mine is 5 gold.
Hmm?
Khajiit's family died when the news spread.
I tried to read that book. The covers were too far apart.
How is the target out of range? Okay, well then.
I had a feeling it wasn't just an opportunistic thief trying to steal my cargo. What are you after?
Proof of a plot against the High King. Care to explain what's in these crates?
A plot against the High King? Involving plundered antiquities from Hammerfell? Preposterous. I'm simply facilitating a transaction between treasure hunters and a rich collector. So, who am I paying the bribe to? You or the High King?
What about these reach fetishes?
Give me that! Tribal craft's my arse. I told that son of a skeever I don't deal in arcane goods, especially ones from the Reach. Nothing but sorrow comes from such business. This isn't cursed, is it?
Who hired you to smuggle this?
No name, just instructions and gold. Shipments come in, I make sure no one looks too closely and wait for a pickup. Never see the same face twice. Last time it was a smooth-talking Breton with Nord laborers in tow. You want more? I need assurances.
I'm sure we can work something out.
They're taking the cargo to an abandoned lodge in the foothills north of Solitude. Occasionally used it myself when the city guard was being thorough. Want to catch them? Start there. If that's all, we're leaving. I'm not losing my head over this.
Can you tell me anything else about the Breton and the laborers?
The Breton was sly. Handsome even. Thought he could charm me into taking on additional shipments. Now that I know what's involved, the trouble isn't worth it. The Nords were local, hired hands from the Lonely Troll.
You never check your cargo?
I'm paid not to ask too many questions. This arrangement was a lucrative one. I trusted them, but it seems they took advantage of my natural greed. That won't happen again.
Goodbye. Lyris.
Brondald had good instincts. We're definitely onto something. Our mystery buyer is hiring locals to haul these urns and reach fetishes out of the city. But for what purpose?
Could it have something to do with the ritual I saw the witch perform at the burrow?
The Coven was also perfecting some kind of ritual in Icereach. Something to do with storms. If these fetishes are from Icereach, you may be onto something. Still, why involve the locals? Seems like an unnecessary risk.
I guess we should check out the lodge.
Good idea. Head there while I circle around from the other direction. Maybe I can catch them before they reach the lodge. Just be careful. I'd rather not lose another partner at this point in the investigation.
I'll see you at the lodge.
Give your sentry my best, and tell him I owe him an autograph.
Oh, he's gonna get more than an autograph if I see him again.
Poor guy. Up we go. Now then, up there. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Ow. Oh, that wasn't too bad. Oh. Didn't see you. And I will take that. What's this? I see stairs. We're gonna find out what this leads to. Nothing. That may be a part for a different quest. I'm stuck.
A straggler. I have more than I need, so I'll just feast on you.
That's what you think. Come on. Really, dude? Die. Rawhide belt of stamina. Not great, but better than what we had. Anything good over here? No. Of course not. Why would there be? Goon's Lodge. Why are you telling me stuff is out of range? Doink. What did that raise? Oh, it was a lore book. Pentarch Zaros. Preparations are complete, my Breton brother. We are ready to begin the ritual. Send the last shipment to Kilcreath Temple. Sister Ambret will put everything to good use. You have done well, and wait my next command. R. Is it... There's plenty of room here for me to reach it.
A straggler. I have more than I need, so I'll just feast on you here.
Usually I'd help out, but it doesn't look like he's gonna need it. Just making sure. I don't want to run off and leave people if they're actually gonna need help. I mean, not like I can do much. I'm only level 4, but...
Over here, partner. All I found were these Reachmen stalking the pass. Decided they'd rather die than talk, so I obliged. They don't look like they're from Icereach, but they are wearing the Coven's medallions. Anyway, did you find the lodge?
The lodge was empty, but I found a letter for the Breton. Orders to send the shipment to Kilcreath.
Kilcreath? The temple to Meridia? Why would the Icereach Coven target a local Daedra cult?
The letter said they were ready to start the ritual as soon as they received the shipment.
Damn, we're running out of time. I'll head back to Solitude and try again to warn High King Svargrim. You go to Kilcreath Temple and alert Meridia's priests. I'll meet you there as soon as I can.
Warn the priests? Shouldn't I attempt to stop the ritual?
You'll be going up against the Coven by yourself. Warn the priests. If there's an opportunity to safely stop or delay the ritual, by all means, but don't take any unnecessary chances. I still don't want to lose another partner. Good luck.
I'll see you at Kilcreath Temple after you warn the High King. So, follow the road to Kilcreath Temple. Where is Kilcreath? Oh, it's just over there.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't even get it! What kind of booty is that? Man. What are you? Bristleback. Ah, what the hell? Was this here? Are you ever gonna attack him? Ow! This was a mistake! Definitely a mistake. I quit. Die. Oh. Oh wait, why'd I do that? There's copper right here. Or not copper, iron. Okay. Let's go now. teach me to go against one of those.
Hold, my friend.
Fenorian!
A disaster has befallen. Didn't I send you to Solitude? This place isn't safe. The Ice Reach Coven performed a ritual and summoned one of those Hero Storms. Now Kilcreath Temple is crawling with Hero Fiends.
I was sent to warn the temple priests. I'm looking into the coven for Queen Gerhild?
I'm sorry, but you're too late. The Coven unleashed their unnatural Hero Storm, and now the entire area is overrun by vampires and Hero Fiends. Still, meeting you again is fortuitous. We worked well together before, and I could use your help.
There's nothing I can do for the temple priests?
There may be survivors who could use your help. And if we can learn more about the ritual that summoned the Hero Storm, we might be able to determine how to stop them. Or at the very least, we can figure out where they plan to strike next.
What do you need me to do?
I could use your help to examine the strange pikes erected around the temple. Hero Fiends and vampires roam the area, making it difficult to get close. Hence the need for your assistance. You see, I'm not that confident in my combat prowess.
What exactly happened at Kilcreath Temple?
The Ice Reach Coven performed a ritual that unleashed a Hero Storm on the temple. It struck without warning and evaporated as quickly as it began. But in its wake, it left behind Hero Fiends. Innocent priests and pilgrims transformed into monsters.
What's a Hero Storm?
That's what I heard the Ice Reach Coven call the storm that struck Kilcreath Temple. It's magical in nature. The result of some sort of ritual performed by the witches. I'm still investigating, but I think the Hero Fiends are a byproduct of the storm.
Goodbye. Take those. 2 points. I'm going to put 1 in each. 2 skill points. I'm going to morph this. Okay. That brings us to level 5. That's 1,000 almost. And I don't have anything I can enchant with just yet. Okay.
Look! A priest of Meridia! Maybe they can tell us more about what happened at the temple.
Where's the priest of Meridia?
Please. Oh, thank Meridia. The priests and pilgrims of Kiltree Temple. We need assistance. A great and terrible storm struck, and so many of us were lost.
What's Kilcreath Temple?
A temple dedicated to Meridia, the Lady of Light. Pilgrims come from across Skyrim to pray and seek blessings, especially at this time of the year. Please, talk to Priest Bavian. You'll find her in the nearby cave, tending to the injured. She's the ranking priest, after High Priest Varkor. But we haven't seen the High Priest since the storm hit. Bavian led a group of us to safety. There are more priests and pilgrims out there. If you're willing to help, please talk to Bavian.
I'll talk to Priest Bavian.
The living take precedence. We should search for survivors while investigating the pikes.
Oh, while investigating. Okay, so I guess we're going in here to talk to her first then.
Another pilgrim seeking shelter from a storm? No, you don't appear to be a pilgrim. What brings you here?
I met a priest outside. He said you needed assistance.
Even in our darkest hour, Meridia provides a light. We were on our way to see High Priest Varkor when the storm hit. I've never seen such power. It raged like a thing alive. I gathered who I could, but the others are still out there.
Where do you want me to look?
Start at the stables to the northwest. I saw Acolyte Yold, Priest Daedra, and Roligmorth the Pilgrim seek shelter there. If you find them, send them back here. After that, meet me at the Pilgrim's Lodge to the west of the temple.
I'll look for the people you mentioned at the stables.
Look for Yold, Daedra, and Roligmorth at the stables. Then meet me at the Pilgrim's Lodge. I will head there after I finish caring for these injured souls. Meridia's light shine upon you, good friend.
Tell me about Kilcreath Temple.
Kilcreath Temple provides a safe haven for the priests and pilgrims of Meridia. At least it did, before this terrible storm struck. The Lady of Light has always protected us. Why today should be different, I don't understand.
Are you in charge of the temple?
No, that honor goes to our High Priest Varkor. I am but her humble assistant. She is my mentor and my friend. After you find the others, I'll meet you at the Pilgrim's Lodge, and we can search for the High Priest together.
Tell me about the storm you experienced.
We were on our way to the temple for prayers when an oily black ichor roiled in the sky. The wind picked up and red streaks of lightning struck all around us. We barely made it to the safety of this cave. The storm abated. Then the sounds started.
What sounds?
Groans, shrieks, blood-curdling screams. It sounded like wild and feral beasts followed in the wake of the storm. I sent Priest Isofnir outside to keep watch, but I told him not to take any unnecessary risks. We're priests, not soldiers, after all.
Goodbye. Okay. So let's see. Those are the three. Those are the witch pikes. So one of the witch pikes is over here. Uppa. Thank you. Alchemical residue.
An alchemical residue. That should prove useful.
So we'll see if we can find anybody.
Why has Meridia forsaken me?
Keep calm. We mean you no harm.
High Priest Vakor will find me. Meridia will save me. When things are darkest, her light shines the way. Please don't eat me.
Priest Bavian sent me. I'm here to help.
Priest Bavian? Where's High Priest Vakor? Did those horrible creatures get her? We hid in the stables, but then Priest Daedra changed. That's when I ran in here.
Go meet Priest Bavian and the others in the cave to the southeast. I'll check on Priest Daedra. After I plunder your house. Because who doesn't love a good round of plundering? I'm gonna save that one for my main. Take the alchemical bottles. Yes, please. Okie dokie then. And we'll go downstairs.
What happened to this poor woman? She looks distraught.
Priest's eyes stare blankly and she doesn't respond to your greeting. Okay, so that takes care of that one. I need to get this one done too. I hear somebody fighting.
It's depleted. Just ordinary sticks and rope now. Interesting.
Ah, poor guy got murdered. Is that? Is it just a bear? Yeah, it's just a bear. Take that while I'm here.
Can you feel the lingering energy? That's Daedra, if I'm not mistaken. These depleted witch pikes expended a lot of power to summon the Harrowstorm. Now they're just ordinary sticks, but even in this state, they tell us much about the ritual that flowed through them.
Remind me, what did we learn by examining the depleted witch pikes?
I'm sure now that the pikes play a significant role as focal points for the storm ritual. The prepared pikes are depleted as the ritual runs its course, but I sensed lingering energy, including a Daedric taint. And we found an intriguing residue.
Daedric taint. What's the significance of the residue?
It's the remains of an alchemical poultice that was spread over the pikes. Smells like rotting fungus, doesn't it? With a little study, I should be able to identify each ingredient in its makeup. Then I can begin to understand the ritual.
Should we take a closer look at the temple now?
One other thing I want to check first. I noticed the pilgrims leading a cart away from the temple right before the storm hit. Coven members could have tried to slip away among the innocents. The cart should be along the road south of the temple.
Hey, wait a minute, you assholes. I was in the middle of something.
These depleted witch... It's the remains of an alchem... One other thing I want to check first. I noticed the pilgrims...
Let's go check on the pilgrims. We'll do this part, and then we'll probably end it... end this video here. Because these quests do take a while, and I've been recording for over 40 minutes now, so...
Strange. They're alive, but unresponsive. Check the crates and see if they contain the smuggled items.
I will definitely check these, too. Oh, that one's empty. Dust and ashes.
Did you find anything of interest in the crate?
The crate was empty except for some dust and ash.
I can't believe anyone knowingly involved would have let themselves be exposed to the storm. Perhaps the pilgrims were tricked into transporting the crate. Or maybe it was slipped into their cart.
Should we check on the temple now?
Yes, of course. Though I fear what we may find there. The temple was clearly at the center of the storm. Regardless, there's still a lot we don't know about the effects of this ritual. Observing the target area could offer new insights.
Let's head to the temple now. However, we are not heading to the temple now because we are going to end this video here, guys. Yeah, so we're just a little bit in. This game is so wonderful. It's just so dialogue heavy. At least a lot of it is. But it's still a really good game. I do love the Elder Scrolls series. So I definitely look forward to doing more of this on this channel. Especially the Necromancer. I am having fun with her. But that is going to do it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, mash that like button like it's on a controller. It really does help the channel get into the recommendeds. And yeah, if you want to see more content in the future, be sure to subscribe. And if you would like to leave a comment, please do so in the comments below. I do always reply. And that'll be it, guys. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!